couteau qui est ici. On va enlever tout ça. Ça. Ouh. Fait que... Ça, c'est la mousse. Deuxième mousse. C'est le filtre. On regarde. Puis il est pré-gommé. Pré-gommé. Le gaz. Le vacuum. Ça ressemble plus au gaz. On va regarder ça. Pour les filtres. Par-dessus filtre. Le pré-filtre. Polaire. On va remplacer le méga polaire. Bender avec les quincailleries. Après ça, oh. Ah, ça c'est le bouchon de la tank à gaz. Parce que, oh. Ça c'est le fitting. Le fitting pour aller chercher, pour aller s'installer en dessous de la tank à gaz. Un papier anti-chaleur. Ou anti-froid. Oh non, c'est anti-chaleur, ouais. Nouveau cap pour avoir le gaz. Et le principal, la tank à gaz. Ouais, monsieur, le tank à gaz. Non? On va s'amuser. Hein? On va faire de l'installation sur la moto. On va mettre ça. C'est ça qui est ça.
We'll remove the plastics. Here is a pin, so you open it like this. Here you lift up, and then you lift in front, yeah, and you have the first plastic part out. To remove this side panel, 4 bolts. Here is 1 bolt, 2nd bolt, 3rd bolt, 4th one, and here from the front is the 5th one. Okay. When all the bolts are out, so here is a pin. So again, you lift it like this, and the side panel is out. Now we need to remove the seat supports. So here are 3 bolts. Now we need to take out the cover. You put the hands like this and you just pull it out. We need to remove also the seat locks. Yeah, so 1 and 2nd. To be able to remove the original airbox, we need to get out these plastic panels and this radiator. So I start with the radiator because the bolt holding the airbox is hidden behind it. Now we need to remove this and this deep bolt to be able to open the plastic cover. Again, on this side, we will remove the bolt holding the airbox. We disconnect here the tube, and we do here in the bag again the bolts that are holding the airbox. We do it also on the other side. Now we need to cut the zip tie. On the left side of the motorcycle, there you see the flange going from the airbox to the engine, and here are 2 sleeves, 1 sleeve and the 2nd sleeve. So you have to release now the sleeve that is closer to the engine, this one in our case. Now take old tower to protect the frame, long screwdriver, and you will work like a lever, and you lift it up like this, and it's done. Now we need to remove this connector. You push here a lot, and then you pull it out. Now we are on the right side of the motorbike, and you see here there are two tubes secured by the zip ties. So now we are speaking about the upper one. So we need to cut the zip tie. Now we remove the tube, it's very easy. And now we can finally put out the original airbox.
Ouh, hein? On en fait du stock enlevé. Tout ça de bout. Ah, carburateur de titre. Ah, il est là. Il est là, le hairbox.
Done. We need to get out of the original airbox the heat sensor and the rubber snorkel, the rubber tube, how we call it. So we simply remove these two screws. You release this sleeve closer to the airbox, and now you will pull it out. It's long, it's up to here, yeah? So you do it like this, and now at this stage you put your thumb and you do this to get it out. Let's take the small airbox, put the sensor inside, make sure that this pin is outside, and screw in. So you have the arm, prepare the Torx 20, you go diagonally inside the airbox, you hold it from the bottom with your fingers. You take the self-tapping screw, hold it there, oops, take the Torx, and at the beginning it's fine just to catch it, yeah, and you can do the second one, in fact the same way. What is important first, that you screw it in, but when you start feeling that you are already touching the surface, yeah, so then you go very carefully. It's fine to go another quarter of turn, maximum half turn, yeah, because if you do more, it's possible, but you might destroy the plastics, yeah, and it's not necessary. Even now, it's very stable there. Now we take the original rubber intake. We need to get it in. So press it here in the middle, squeeze it like this, insert it, yeah? And then you see here is the rim, so you need to get it inside, yeah? Yeah. The check is that you see the rim, it's a little bit above the surface of the airbox. On one side, on the other side is lower. Now, here you can see a small mark, yeah, and here's also a small mark, so it has to be aligned, yeah. Now you take the screwdriver and you will tighten the sleeve. What is important to say, that this is steel sleeve going against rubber and plastic, yeah. So you should use only appropriate amount of force, yeah. When I see already the tension, I stop and I check, yeah. If I cannot rotate with the snorkel, so I think it's good enough, so they don't go any dust inside, yeah. And on the other hand, you don't destroy the shape of the airbox, so please be careful with that. The last thing on the small airbox, you put there the tube. Now you take the foam filter. You see it's already pre-oiled, yeah, so it's better to use the gloves on logotype. Again, make sure that the holes are aligned, and then take the quick release fastener, put it inside, and we are ready to put it on the airbox. One remark before you will enter the small airbox: here is the quick release on the fuel line from the fuel pump to the engine. Yeah, sometimes happen to people that they by accident touch only slightly this quick release, and then after they cannot start the engine. So when inserting the small airbox, make sure you don't touch this. Connect the heat sensor. Then above the cylinder head, insert the tube like this. And now we are ready to put the airbox on the intake, like this. Center it, yeah, and then from the left side again, secure the sleeve.
Bien, l'entrée d'air est revenue. On va voir le reste. Ça en fait du stock.
Prepare it more or less like this. Yeah, measure it and cut it, and then you can insert it immediately. Now we need to connect the breathing from the engine. Yeah, so what we do, we cut it here more or less in between. Yeah.
J'ai trouvé où il va le tuyau. Il part de là. Ça va se connecter là. Et voilà. C'est comme ça qu'on fait.
And it's done. For a better access, when installing this tube, first you remove this bolt and this bolt. Now you prepare the tube. It goes more or less this way. Here goes behind. What we suggest now, you take the pliers. Yeah, you put it inside, you try to open it a little bit, heat gun, and you heat it up to be able to mount it on this. So you take a bit of grease and you put it around the surface. Yeah. It will further increase the sealing with the foam filter. One more info for you. This is kind of thing to center it correctly on the airbox. Yeah, it's on both sides, and this goes onto the arm here. Yeah, so this will help you to guide you in there. Yeah, and then what is important to be like this at the beginning, you push and you turn and it's there. Now take the bracket. Yeah, this is important, the orientation. So it goes like this U, and these hooks go to the back down. Yeah, and then you take the M6x16 balls with the bigger head. And here are the holes in the frame with the thread. So you go from the outside and you go in this hole. And you do the same thing on the other side. Now take the M8 nuts. Yeah, and you secure the bolts. Now we need to prepare the tank. First, we suggest take a marker. Here is such a line, yeah. So just make a mark somewhere here in this direction actually, yeah, because we will stick here the heat foil. Yeah, so this is not useful anymore then, so it's better to have it here. Now take the heat foil, align it so it's the same length on both sides, yeah, and just make a marker here and here more or less, yeah, and then you go test it like this and it's okay, yeah. Now we take the marker and we say we need to be more or less here. We can have a hole, and either you take scissors or carpet knife, yeah, and you cut it out. So now we have the hole. We peel the protection from the back side. Sticking, I would start here, hole, yeah, and you go step by step to the front and to the back. I would rather start on this side always, yeah, because here is a step on this side, so we will make it later. Now you see here is a step, so I suggest here more or less you cut it like this, yeah, and then you go. You can do how many cuts actually you want, yeah. It's freestyle a little bit, yeah, and we do here one more, so we comfortably get inside. Now prepare the banjo bolt and two special washers with a seal. Yeah. What is important that you put first one washer on the banjo bolt, the banjo itself, and the second washer, and now you are ready to bolt on. First just finger tight. Now you remember we made here the mark, so make sure it's pointing on the mark. Now what is recommended, if you have torque wrench, set it up on 12 Newton meters. It's written even here that the maximum moment it's 12 Newton meters for this. If you use more power, could happen that you will destroy the inlay in the tank and the tank will start leaking. Yeah. If you don't have the torque wrench, you can do it of course with your hand, but do it gently, please. Yeah. So again, make sure you have correct direction according to the mark. Yeah. Take the torque wrench. Yeah. Tak. Now take the fuel hose, the sleeve, and put a little bit of grease. It's easier to insert it. Put it on and secure with a screwdriver. Now take again the original bolt that was holding the airbox. Yeah, you go from outside with a sticky like this. Take a nut, yeah, and just secure it here, and do it the same way on the other side. Now we need to remove these two OEM grommets. Take a screwdriver, put it around the edge, and take the thread inserts from the mounting package and put it there instead of the original grommets. You see on the right side there is a harness. So what is good, first with your fingers just to try to put it aside as much as possible. If it's not enough, then you cut the zip tie, yeah, but we will see later. Now take the Velcro. What is important, here is the back side and here is the Velcro part, yeah. So the back part has to be on top like this. You go under the frame tube, yeah. Now you go into this hook, yeah, and you prepare it like this. Now we are ready to insert the tank, but we start with the fuel hose. You go around the ABS and out of the bike, and now we start entering first in the front, yeah, and we sit it in there. The tank might be a little bit on the left side because of the harness, which is not necessarily wrong. Important is that it's really in front, touching actually the other liquid reservoir, yeah, and in the back it sits on the holder. If the tank is not sitting enough, so here is the harness again and it's zip tie, so you can cut the zip tie, put the harness aside and make sure the tank is sitting really where it should. Now you take the original seat supports and original bolts, but only two, because this one there is already a bolt holding the tank bracket. Yeah, so we stay now with the two original bolts here. Yeah. What you can do on this side, you can put the Velcro strap under the frame tube again, yeah, and secure it. Now we take again the seat locks and we mount them back.
Take these black hose, one end goes on the fuel cup, like this, and the second end goes through this third hole on the ignition cover, and the hose will go down to the valve canister. There are two ways where the ventilation hose from fuel cap can go. First is that it will be connected to the evap canister. The second option is that if you don't have the evap canister, you can lead the hose behind the frame down under the engine. For connecting the vent hose from the fuel cap to evaporation canister, we need to cut this small tube which goes to the evap canister. To do that, you will need cutting pliers. When you cut the hose, you will use this plastic T-shaped connector. When you install the T-shaped connector, we will cut the vent hose from the fuel cap.
Guys, now we remove the mud guard. One big recommendation: before you start actually the tank installation, we recommend that you almost run out of the fuel. Yeah, you have the reserves. As few fuel you have in the tank, it's better for the installation. Because now, and this should be the very first step, we recommend even to do it one day ahead the main installation. You have to remove the fuel pump. It's on 4 bolts. Yeah, so you have to get it out. Yeah, and then of course when you open it, you will get a splash of fuel. Yeah, we take out the fuel pump gouge. Here are small locks, plastic locks on both sides. So you just squeeze them, and now you can take out the upper cover, and now you hold the metal part. Be careful to take out the plastic gouge. Guys, now take the spacer, remove the banjo and the bolt. Take the fuel pump cover, you put it on. You don't need now the o-ring. Just remember, the o-ring goes on top, the big o-ring, and here is the original seal. Yeah, we need to drill a hole into the fuel pump cover. Yeah, so you mark through the outflow. Now you drill carefully 8mm hole. Yeah, especially be careful, don't destroy the original seal. The hole is done. Yeah, now put on the spacer. Put back the banjo, the bolt, and the copper washers. It's very important. This moment only finger tight. Yeah, and put also back the big o-ring. Now take the M5x50 bolts and you bolt on the spacer to the fuel tank. Now you tight all 4 bolts, and carefully, yeah, don't over tight, because it goes into your tank, and if you damage the threads in the tank, you are in big troubles. Now we will install the fuel cap. So you need 2 sleeves, the spacer. Remove this bolt here. Use the fuel tap, the bolt and the spacer, and put it in this place. And bolt on here. Don't tight much yet, keep certain flexibility. But measure correctly and cut the fuel holes. Put on the sleeve and insert the fuel tube. Now secure the sleeve. Now use the remaining part of the fuel hose. Insert it first on the banjo bolt. Now put the sleeve on the banjo, and also secure it. Now the last step to finish the fuel line. Mark again the length, cut it, prepare the sleeve, and insert it on the fuel tab, and again secure the sleeve. And don't forget to tighten the bolt holding the fuel tab. Now tighten the bungee bolt. And don't forget to put back the moon guard.
Ouh, ça a été un peu long, mais j'ai fini par l'avoir. Ça, petite finition, une petite valve. Je vais essayer.